Hello, this is the Captain Paxo with another podcast type thing. I wouldn't really call it like a professional podcast, 'cause it's not. Here on my own this time around. As you can see by the title card, I have room for 3 guests if ever that might happen. I don't know. I have no idea where this is going to go, and I have no idea if this is going to become a regular thing or not. It might just become a way for me to do channel updates along with having other random discussions. Um, but right now, I kind of haven't really uploaded for a few weeks, and the reason for that is my computer's been broken. Like, my laptop's just dead, D-E-D, dead. Which means I can't change the thumbnails on my videos, and I'm not uploading a video if I can't change the thumbnail. So I'm having to wait to get a new PC. I've bought a new PC. It's ordered. It's on its way. It'll arrive sometime next week. If you're interested, I guess I should read out the specs. It cost about £1,800, if that means anything to anyone. It's got like an i7 7700K processor, quad core. That's pretty nice. It's like I don't even know my own PC that I custom ordered. Yeah, it's kind of true. 32 gigabytes of RAM, thought was pretty important. But the big thing, the graphics card, is a GTX 1070. Did I not go for a 1070 Ti? I guess not. Maybe I'm stupid. But yeah, it's just a GTX 1070. It's pretty. I think it's pretty decent, but it's nothing like super fancy. Like it will support most games on some really good settings with solid FPS. And memory is, I think it was a 2 terabyte hard drive and then a 240 gigabyte SSD. That's it, really. Nothing like super amazeballs gonna blow you out of the water, but it is a pretty good machine. Here's hoping anyway. I hope I don't have any technical difficulties when it arrives, because I don't really know what I'm doing with computers. But there you go. So when that arrives, I can start uploading again, because I can actually edit the thumbnails, you know? And as for what I'm going to be uploading, I've got a lot of Titanfall 2 content on the way, and I've got some Siege gameplay, and actually I've got two Titanfall 2 montages. I've got one that's ready to upload and one that's in the works. So yeah, maybe two Titanfall 2 montages. So hopefully that'll be pretty enjoyable. But like I said, that's only going to happen when my PC arrives. I'm not going to flood the channel with content when it arrives. I'm going to steadily upload it. You know, don't want to just flood the channel with loads of random crap, because I don't like it when other channels do it. So I don't want to do it on my channel. But anyway, you can see by the title of the podcast, Burnout on YouTube. Let's talk about that, I guess. Yay, that'd be a good idea. So I'm a sort of player that likes to play a lot of different games. I don't really stick to one game. Like, I was never going to be a Dark Souls channel. Like, I did Dark Souls content, and I might do some more Dark Souls content in the future, but my channel is never going to be focused on Dark Souls. It's never going to be about one game. It's going to be about gaming in general, you know? So, sorry if you think that I'm only about a certain game. It's not going to happen. I like playing different games too much. I get burnt out playing the same game over and over again. Like, recently I've gotten burnt out on playing Siege, because for a while I played it like every single night with my friends, you know, and it gets tiring after a while. And something that I've noticed especially about doing YouTube, is that I find myself getting burnt out on games a lot quicker. Like, so when I'm making a video, obviously I'm playing the game, and that leads to burnout in of itself, but not that quickly, depending on your level of interest. But then I record it, and then I start editing it, so I'm watching the game again, and then I'm commentating over it, or like trying to just do a load of polish on the editing, and then I'm rendering it, and then I'm usually checking the upload on YouTube just to make sure everything uploaded fine. So I'll end up watching the same piece of gameplay about 5 times. And it gets to the point where I'm like, yeah, this game's great, but I just don't want to play it anymore. And how should I put it? I have a tendency to start uploading videos on a game and then very quickly get burnt out on it, which is annoying because before I started uploading videos for it, I was like super into it, and I was like, do you know what? I could make videos on this. Start making videos, and I go, I'm kind of bored of this game. Let's move on. It's been kind of a frustrating thing. Like, what have I uploaded? Garden Warfare 2. I got burnt out on Garden Warfare 2 pretty shortly after I started uploading, because I was trying to get like a lot of content for the videos I was making. So that was fun, you know. Look at me trying to remember what I've put on up on my own channel. I'm brilliant. Obviously a lot of Dark Souls. I got burnt out on Dark Souls, kind of early on. Got back into it. I got burnt out on it again. Did some Titanfall, obviously, doing some more Titanfall, but I got burnt out on Titanfall as well shortly after starting to upload. Well, I wouldn't say burnt out, I just sort of lost interest, grew interest in other games. And Rainbow Six, yeah, actually Rainbow Six Siege, that's a perfect example, you know. Like, the very first video that I uploaded of Rainbow Six Siege was a learning from losing video, and pretty much as soon as I uploaded that video, I was sort of like, you know, I'm kind of bored of Siege, and then I just sort of stopped playing it. It was like, oh, you know, uploaded a video, and now I don't want to play the game anymore. Great, well done. Genius. But you can't really see it coming. You can't see yourself getting burnt out. Like, you can see yourself playing the game for a while, and then all of a sudden you just hit a brick wall and you get burnt out. You know? Maybe that's just me. Maybe the other people have a decline in interest and they just sort of go, I'll play something else now. But point is, YouTube kind of exaggerates the rate at which I get burnt out on games, so you kind of have to forgive me for my sporadic upload schedule. Like, I'll start uploading this game, and then that game, and then all of a sudden I'll go back to this game for no apparent reason. Kind of all over the place. I'm human. It's going to be reflected in my channel because I can't be bothered to put up a character or fake who I am or whatever. I'm just not that sort of person. Like, what's the point? You know? So if I just suddenly stop uploading a certain game, it's probably because I've stopped playing it. Like, I've just lost interest in it, you know? There's nothing bad about the game. I haven't just decided I hate the game and I'll never touch it again. It's more I've just lost interest and I want to play something else. But then I might not upload for a while because when I get into a game, I'm always like, well, I could make videos about this game, but I'm not too sure what sort of videos. Like, it takes me a while to figure out what sort of videos I want to make for a game, and by the time I figure that out and I start making the videos, I've already put a lot of time into the game, so I'm already on my way of getting burnt out, and then the making of the videos kind of just pushes it over the edge, and I go, I'm bored of this. I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Not really too much in the way of thoughts. Wow. Yeah, few thoughts. I think I've said everything I want to say. But in other channel related news, I guess, I've picked up Nioh and I am loving that game. I'm enjoying it so much. I'm enjoying it so much more than I ever enjoyed Dark Souls 3, which is, oh, that's depressing to say. I mean, Nioh's a good game, and Dark Souls 3 just didn't really offer what I wanted, because I went into Nioh with very little expectations, and it's, life lessons, isn't it? Go into something with as little expectations as possible and then just get blown away by how good it is. But I do have a lot of gripes with the game. I'll probably have to write all the stuff down that I have problems with. Like, I don't know if it's just my controller. I don't think it's my controller, because on other games this doesn't happen. But I get a ton of input drops. Like, I'm hitting the X button and I'm moving in a direction, and William's just not dashing. He's like, why would I try and avoid this axe that's swinging towards me? Oh, now you're dead. That's why you wanted to dash away. But the fucking game didn't input correctly. Oh, it's so frustrating. It pisses me off to no end. Some of the enemies are kind of annoying, but I'm just bad at dealing with them, I guess. And then the game also has a tendency of throwing a load of enemies, and the game just doesn't handle well versus multiple enemies. I think most games with a lock-on system don't really function too well against multiple enemies, because the lock-on is specifically designed for you to keep track of one enemy. Just one enemy. You know, I think some people have problems with that in For Honor. There's always problems with that in Dark Souls if you've got like a vertical swinging weapon. And there's not too many vertical or horror. Let me start that. Rewind a little bit. You have problems when versing multiple enemies in Dark Souls when you have a horizontal vertical swinging weapon. There. I don't know my verticals from horizontals. What am I doing? But there's not too many horizontal swinging weapons in Nioh. And the ones that there are, they don't really swing that much horizontally, if you get what I mean. Playing unlocked in Nioh just doesn't feel right. It doesn't quite work. So when there's multiple enemies on the screen, it can get really, really awkward, especially when you die as fast as you do. But yeah, for the most part, I've been having a ton of fun, and I want to make videos for it. I so want to make videos for it. I want to make like no damage boss guides for it, because I've no damaged a few of the bosses. Most of them have been a lot of fun to no damage. One of them not so much, because he's an asshole trying to no damage. Just not really a fun fight in general. What else do I want to do? I want to do like build videos, like just showcasing like, oh, this is the sort of build that you might enjoy, you might not enjoy. I don't know. I got a ton of build ideas that I want to do and I want to make videos for. And then I've got weapon guides, because there's only 5 weapons in the game, and they have a ton of different skills, and I just want to like go through them, like go through all of the skills and be like, ooh, I like to do this, that, and the other. Just sort of make informative videos like that, But the reason why I'm not doing that is because for some stupid reason, I don't know if it was some smartass at Team Ninja or some moron in Sony, but they decide to put this stupid watermark in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, sorry, when you save a video using the share function on the PlayStation and go into the SHAREfactory. It's got a stupid watermark, and I refuse to have that in my videos because it pisses me off. And if it's pissing me off, it's gonna piss a lot of other people off as well, because I generally don't get too annoyed by things in comparison to a lot of other people, especially considering it's the internet. People get pissed off at stupid things all the time. So if it annoys me, there's going to be quite a few people who are going to be absolutely furious that there's this stupid watermark in the bottom left hand corner of the screen that I can't get rid of. You can't remove it unless they've changed something since I last checked. You can't get rid of it. There's just this stupid, it's not even like a transparent watermark, it's just this black rectangle in the bottom left hand corner of the screen that says, ooh, Nioh, property of Sony. I'm like, fuck you, Sony, get that shit out of here. Why do people who use SHAREfactory, why do they have to have this stupid thing in the bottom left hand corner of the screen? But people who use capture cards, nah, it doesn't affect them, does it? Nah. Come on now. You want to promote your product. You want to promote Nioh, the PlayStation, and SHAREfactory. You want these things, but if you put this stupid watermark in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, I'm not going to want to make videos for it because it's annoying as all hell. If I don't want to make videos for it, I'm not gonna. Just fuck you, basically. So I'm not making videos for it, and it really, really sucks because it's so much fun and I want to make videos for it. Oh. So if I want to make videos for it, I'm gonna have to get a capture card, which is very low priority on the list of things that I want to get. I got my PC. That's gonna be great because I can play PC games. I want to get good, like, editing software for my PC, which most decent editing softwares cost money, so I'm gonna need to save up for that a little bit. I don't know how much it'll be, but it'll be something, because I want to make videos for some PC games. Not too sure which at the moment, but you never know. And at some point I'd like a second screen, because at the moment I only have one, and that's not really ideal if you're trying to stream, because I want to stream down the road. That'd be fun, you know. Oh right, a mic for the PC. You know, if I want to make PC videos, I kind of need a microphone for the PC, a high quality one as well, instead of this stupid headset that I've got. Best quality ever, am I right? And then after that, it's a capture card. So, oh, I really want to make videos for Nioh, but I just don't think it's going to happen. It's so frustrating. Oh well. What can you do? So, I guess the last segment of this podcast thing, if you want to call it a podcast, I'm hesitant to call it a podcast, to be perfectly honest. What's coming down the road? Apart from the Titanfall and Siege that I've already recorded and is just waiting to be uploaded, which I will when I get my new PC. What is coming down the road? Well, I'm working on a script for, like, a Salt and Sanctuary review. Sort of review. It'll be a review type thing. Not really that professional, you know. But then I've got a couple more script intensive videos. Don't really want to spoil them too much, so I'll just say I've got two more big videos that are gonna be in the works way down the road. Hopefully I can just put my head down and write the scripts, bash them out as quickly as possible. But I've got a lot of other things going on in life right now, like trying to get my driving theory and practical done and find a job, all that sort of good stuff, you know, life. But in between all of that, I ordered For Honor from eBay for like 20% off, which I thought was pretty decent, considering how new it is, you know. And I'm definitely gonna do commentary on like my first few matches, just to show what I'm like as a new player. I have played the beta, had a lot of fun on that, but it's been a while since I've played, and I was never really that great to begin with. Like, I know what fainting is, I don't know how to do it. I'll figure it out, don't worry. But yeah, For Honor is I'm gonna do some videos on that. Not really too sure what sort of format I'm gonna do, because I want to do For Honor videos. I don't know, maybe I'll just do some like 1v1s where it's a close game, you know, like 2 to 3 or 3 to 2 kind of games, because stomps are not really that interesting. I mean, they're kind of interesting, but only when your skill level is high, and mine's never gonna be that high. Like, I can get good at it, I can definitely get good at it, but I doubt I'm ever gonna get to that point where I'm gonna be stomping everyone. And stomps are kind of rare anyway if the matchmaking system is any good, which, knowing Ubisoft, it won't be. And I don't want to do demolish, like me getting demolished, because that's not really that entertaining either. I think the games that are close are the most entertaining, you know, the ones where you're not too sure who's gonna win, you know. I'll probably do some stuff on that, but I'm not too sure how long those sort of matches will last, because goddamn share function, it gets awkward. I fucking hate SHAREfactory so goddamn much. I'll probably end up making a rant video on SHAREfactory, because it is really pissing me off. Because you can only record like the past 15 minutes of gameplay, which makes doing this podcast super fucking awkward. But it also makes recording anything that's like longer than 15 minutes super fucking awkward, especially if it's like a match in like For Honor or something like that. Because what it'll turn into is I'm gonna have to record every single fucking round I play, and then delete the ones where I either stomp or get stomped, and put together the ones where it's actually a close game. And I just, oh, just the idea of it is not fun. Not fun. It'd be so much easier if I just had a capture card and I was recording this shit on PC, because I could just record an entire game, like an entire match, and then if it was a whitewash one way or the other, I could just delete it. And if it was a decent match, hey, I can keep it, and I can do a little bit of editing just to make it a little bit shorter and do the commentary, and bada bing bada boom, instead of this super awkward workaround that I have to do with the goddamn share function. Oh, just, can you tell I'm salty about SHAREfactory? Well, I should preface this by saying that I don't know what's going on with my PS4 or the capture card inside it, but something is going on. Like, I'll record a 15 minutes of gameplay, and then for whatever reason, sometimes in the middle of that 15 minutes of gameplay, it'll just cut out like 10 seconds. So it'll just skip 10 seconds ahead for no reason, and it'll think that it's just one big long file. I haven't uploaded it yet, but an upcoming Titanfall video, or maybe it is uploaded. It's one where I'm using the car SMG and I'm on Eden. I'm just sort of playing around, doing the commentary, and then all of a sudden the stupid recording just cuts out like 5 seconds just in the middle, and it just jump cuts. I'm thinking, what the fuck was that? It nearly cut out 2 kills. Just straight up, it nearly cut out 2 kills. And it was just sort of that moment where, what's going on? Why is this happening? This shouldn't be happening. So, I haven't been happy with SHAREfactory at all. I think it's a piece of trash. And anyone who wants to do YouTube semi-professionally, or on a semi-professional level, like I kind of consider myself to be doing, even though I don't have the subscriber count to be semi-professional. Don't use SHAREfactory. Just get a fucking capture card. Like, SHAREfactory is just fucking worthless. It's getting better, but it's still pretty worthless. And there is a lot of noise going on in my house. What is going on? That's very strange. Anyway, I think this about wraps it up for this podcast number 2. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.